Hey guys, I had a good thought this morning. If you are dealing with an eating disorder of any kind and have went into treatment or are coming out of treatment, I have some good tips that'll kind of help you feel a little better. I mean, it's not gonna put you at 100% like that day, but over time, it made me feel so much better once I got out of treatment, and I started getting better eating habits. So one thing that I used when I first came out was this. I got like blackberries, briarberries. We call them briarberries, but they're called blackberries. Got raspberries, blueberries. I would take these, wash them off good, get me a bowl of ice cream, and I would put these in the ice cream. I also put these in oatmeal. Cereal, these are so good in cereal. Oh my gosh, delicious. And I'll show you the other stuff right here in just a minute. Let me get these rinsed off. These are so good. Raspberries are my favorite. Such good vitamins. And a lot of these have like, I think they're called antioxidants in them. I probably said that wrong. But it kind of helps you from like feeling so sick. Builds your immune system up. My labs, my dogs, they love them. My dogs will eat most any fruit. Okay. And you don't have to do a large portion. You can start off whatever you feel comfortable with. These are going to be for Elmo because he loves blueberries. And we got our blackberries. And I got all of this at Walmart. Believe it or not, they had all of this in December. I was shocked. Because normally I have a hard time finding fruits around here until like spring and summer. Okay, we're going to put these back up. 1 minute, please. And then I'm going to turn you guys around. So this morning, I am making me, I'm having a couple of different things. I like bologna. I know a lot of people don't like bologna, but I do like bologna. I was raised up on it. I like to fry it. And some sausage. And if you don't like it, that's fine. No problem. There are a lot of other things that you can substitute. I get the Quaker fruit oatmeal because a lot of people don't like plain oatmeal. But get this. Now they sell this stuff called Tasty Shakes. And it's the fruity powder that they put in the, like the flavored oatmeal. That's the powder stuff they use. Now they sell it separate, so you can add all you want into your oatmeal. You can put this in your cereal, oatmeal, whatever. I got strawberry for my strawberry oatmeal, and then I got maple and brown sugar for my brown sugar oatmeal, because that is delicious. They have an apple cinnamon one. Oh my gosh, they're all so good. I love oatmeal. I didn't used to like oatmeal. Growing up, we always had plain oatmeal. And sometimes we would get to put like we grew like berries on our property, and we could go pick berries and put that in our oatmeal and our cereal, and that was so cool. I love that. But we were poor, so we couldn't just go buy fruit. You know, we had to grow it ourselves, basically. That's so good. But the oatmeal, and I know people are going to be like, well, it's probably got fat in it, this and that. When you're coming into treatment or out of treatment, eat something. It doesn't have to be what everybody else wants or likes. It's what you want and what you like and what makes you feel better. And if people are telling you, eat a whole pizza, eat 10 bags of chips, don't listen to that. You eat what you can handle. Okay? I am no healthcare professional. I am not a therapist. I'm not a licensed doctor or therapist. But I can tell you, whether you have an ED, eating disorder, or you don't, eating too much will hurt your stomach and cause you to get sick. And with somebody who has ED, any type of ED, you don't want them getting sick because that triggers the bathroom, that triggers the sickness, that triggers the whole reason they're in treatment. So you don't want them to get sick or queasy. You want them to eat whatever they're comfortable with. And if that amount is just a spoonful of something, that's fine. You know, and as you go along, eat a little more and a little more until you feel better. You don't have to stuff yourself to make other people feel good. Just focus on you feeling good. And if your family is pressuring you to eat more, you just politely tell them, you're going to do what you're comfortable with. They can do what they're comfortable with. But you are not comfortable with doing too much. You're going to do what you're comfortable with, okay? And you have to let people know that. Now, you have to draw, boundaries for people. Because, like, when I got out of treatment for ED, I know at least 2 or 3 different people, good friends of mine now, good friends, who would come over and they would bring food. And that was so nice of them. I appreciated that. That was great. But when I would eat, like, a handful, they would be like, no, it's here. I brought this for you. I want you to have it all. Eat it all. Eat both those bowls of Alfredo. Eat all that garlic bread. Eat that pizza. And I'm like, dude, I just got out of treatment. I can't eat no whole damn pizza. I can barely hold a spoonful of anything. My stomach is not stretched like that. I have to get used to it. I don't want to be thrown up in the bathroom. I don't want to be getting diarrhea and my stomach hurting like that. I'm just going to eat what I know that I can handle. Thank you for bringing the food. That was very nice of you. And I, take a couple bites, let my stomach settle, go back, take a few more bites, and I would rest. And I'd drink plenty of water, plenty of juices, stuff with vitamins. We can't let other people control our bodies. We can't let other people control our I'm trying to think of how to say it. Our success, basically. You too, you can succeed. I can succeed. We can all do it. We can all get better. We can all feel better. And I hope these tips really help. Now back to that. Like I said, the oatmeal, the fruit kind, it helped me through so many hard times, because when I came out of treatment, I found it hard to find food that I liked. The area that I was in, there wasn't much, like say Pizza Hut or Logan's Roadhouse, stuff like that. It was like what they had, and I wasn't used to it. So I'd go to the grocery store, and I'd get things that I knew I liked and that I would eat, and eventually eat more of. Now, don't burn yourself out on the same thing, because the same thing, it'll do that. You'll get burnt out, you'll stop eating it. Don't do that. Eat, as you can, without getting sick or feeling bad. I know if I get too full, I feel awful. Like I'll almost gag sometimes, because I'm like, why did I eat that much? Don't eat that much. But it's just learning to gain control. Just gaining control. And still, this has been like 6-7 years of this. I'm still working on me. I am still trying to gain control over my eating habits and my body and stuff. It's not easy. And to all the people who say, just eat something, I do eat. First off, I don't have a gallbladder. I had to take my gallbladder out because I had 12 gallstones that had gotten out of the bag or whatever, and were poisoning my body. So they took the stones and the gallbladder out completely. As soon as they took it out, everything I've eaten since then either gives me diarrhea, makes me puke, gives me stomach cramps. It feels like somebody's stabbing me if I eat like a cheeseburger or a hot dog or a fried pork chop. Or if I eat like milk with cereal, certain kinds of milk will tear my stomach up bad. So you have to be careful with different products. Anyways, we got the oatmeal. I'm going to make me some of that. Bananas. I take my blender over there. I'll take vanilla ice cream, bananas, and a little bit of milk and make a banana smoothie. It is so delicious. You can do it with strawberries, anything, any fruit you like. You can do it. Vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, orange sherbet ice cream is really good with the orange chunks or the peach chunks. Like, play around with it. Try different things. you're not really going to know until you do it. And then you'll start to see, hey, I like that. Put some whipped cream on it. If you like, cherries, other stuff, add it. Put it in there. Lemons. These babies right here made me feel so much better. But the problem that I had was they would like burn my tongue, so I couldn't eat them raw the way I used to when I was younger. So what I do, I take honey and I would mix lemon juice with honey. Sometimes, it's going to sound crazy, but sometimes I love peanut butter and honey mixed together, and I make a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Sometimes I put the lemon in the honey and then mix that with the peanut butter. I put this in my water. I put it in my flavored drinks. I put it in my tea. If I make sweet tea, I can put it in so much stuff. I put it on shrimp when I grill or boil shrimp. Put it on crab, fish. It goes so good on a lot of things. You can use, even the shavings off of a lemon are really good for you. And these babies, halos. Oh, I love my halos. And unfortunately, this bag has gotten molded because I didn't eat them in time, but I had 2 other bags, so that's fine. Oh well. Hey, the one in the middle's still good, though. I'll take that one out. But you can take these halos. Oh, man. The only thing that I don't like about Walmart is I get their produce, and it's like it's molding within 2 days. My other pack of raspberries, I bought them a day ago, and they're already mushy and turning green. What's up with that, Walmart? I mean, you need to get better control of the air or the transportation of the fruit or whatever it is, because it's ridiculous. The time we get home, it's already molding and getting mushy. Anyways, you can take these little cuties. You got your halos and your cuties. I mix them together. Put them in a blender, put them in a juicer, take a fork, squeeze it out either way, cut it half, eat it, whatever you want to do. I like them in orange sherbet ice cream. I like these in vanilla ice cream. I love these. I can cook fried chicken, cut up an orange with it. I love it. These things they're so good. Love them. Now, let me move this. I want to burn my bologna up. Yep. I like bologna. Can't help it. It's one of the things that doesn't actually hurt my stomach, believe it or not. Okie doke. Now we got our kind of expensive but very worth it pomegranates. Pomegranates are the kind of thing that you can cut this thing open and put it with any meal. Breakfast, lunch, supper, dinner, brunch, it don't matter. Have it at 2 o'clock in the morning as a snack. It is good for you. This stuff right here, this pomegranate. Now, and I do want to say, I have been to the doctor and I've been tested for allergies. So please make sure you know that you are not allergic to any of these items before trying stuff. And that goes with anything. You need to know if you are not allergic or are allergic to things. And there's actually a new study that shows people are allergic to a lot of stuff. I am not allergic to pomegranates, so I eat them all the time. And I pay whatever Walmart charges, because that's the only place I could find these recently. They're hard to find. I've tried to grow these twice and cannot get these to grow in the Carolinas. But I would love to. But pomegranates, they're everything. And they make a juice by Palm. It's pomegranate juice, and it is so good. Oh my gosh. I thought I seen something over there outside, but it wasn't nothing. I got broke into 3 weeks ago, and I'm paranoid now. Even with all the security and stuff, I'm still paranoid. Sorry. I'm gonna have to be because it terrified me. If you like onions, they got Vidalia onions, big onions, small onions, any kind of onion. Onions are good for you. They have great flavor. If you're like me, though, Miss Picky Pants, I am Miss Picky Pants, okay? I love the flavor, hate the texture. Ugh. Yeah. Do not like to chew an onion. It makes my whole mouth go down like that. Ugh. Yuck. Ugh. Anyways, I don't know what that's a part of OCD or something. I don't know. Anyways, I will boil these. I cut them up, wash them, cut them, prepare them, put them in a pot. boil chicken, you can boil beef, you can boil pork chops, you can boil, potatoes. If you're making a soup, like a vegan soup, you can put nothing but vegetables in there. Or a vegetable soup, all vegetables, onions. And don't eat the onions, just pick them out. Or I have another trick, and this is the best trick of all. Because I am Miss Picky Pants. If you're as picky as I am, take you a strainer. You can get a bowl strainer or this strainer with a handle. Wash your onion, cut it up, put it in the strainer. Put this in the top of the pot, like so. Let me get a pot and I'll show you in case somebody don't understand. So you got your potatoes, your tomatoes, all your vegetables in this pot, and you got them boiling, right? Water's boiling, it's boiling. You're going to take your strainer, put your washed and cut up onion, whole onion, whatever. Put your onion in this, and you're going to set it like that. Just pull the flavor into the food without getting all that nasty texture stuff in the food. I cannot stand onion texture. I don't like lettuce texture either. I love cucumbers, but I hate the texture of that. I don't know what it is or why it's like that. I love tomatoes, but I don't like the skin or the seeds. I'm a weird person, but that's all you do. Just set it in a strainer in the top of the pot. There you go. Then you don't have to deal with that nasty texture, and you get your flavor. Another thing I like, pecans. Most people know where a pecan tree is. If they don't, you can always go to the store, grocery store, Walmart. Somewhere, somebody has got a pecan. Especially here in America. Like, this is one thing that is usually everywhere. Now, if your town don't have them, let me know. Because that's going to be strange to me. Because everywhere I've ever been, there's always been pecans. Maybe that's a conspiracy for another time. The one place that doesn't have pecans. I like to take my pecans because I don't like pecan pie. I know, it's weird. I like to take my pecans, put them in brown sugar, a little bit of honey, heat it up, mix it up, put it in peanut butter. Make like a crunchy peanut butter sandwich. I like taking walnuts, honey, the brown sugar, pecans, mixing it together. I make Rice Krispie treats. I'm putting pecans in it or walnuts. If I eat yogurt, Go-Gurt, any kind of yogurt at all, I'm chopping up pecans or walnuts to put in it. That's stuff that's going to help you feel so much better, especially during recovery. And this isn't only for the treatment of ED. This is like drug abuse and alcoholism recovery too. When I went through substance abuse program, I felt so sickly all the time, coming off of that drug, off oxycodone. And I'm going to tell you, like stuff like this really helped me to feel better. And I still eat it years later. Get this out. I'm sorry I'm dragging around a little bit today, guys. It's just one of them days. I wasn't necessarily prepared. That's the dog snoring. But I'm going to tell you, with everything that's going on in the world like it is now, and then none of us can't really be around each other because of COVID, I am loving this YouTube thing. I love this so much because I feel like I can put out so much positive energy and share so much awareness and help us to stop all the bad stuff that's going on, or at least put a dent in it. I'm trying to think. Okay, this is like my goodie cabinet. Got my chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup, ice cream, walnuts. Are you trying to get comfy? Got my croutons for salads. All the sauces over there, barbecue sauces, pecans, chocolate. Chocolate for chocolate covered anything, basically. Chocolate covered pretzels are everything to me. I love them. They hurt my teeth, and then when I got my dental work done, I could start eating them again. They're delicious. I use like the white chocolate, milk chocolate. I put them on strawberries, those bananas over there. That's what's going to happen with them. I'll melt this stuff down, dip them in on a stick. I said on a stick. On that kebab thingy. I don't know what it's called. It's a stick. But that's what I use. And I also use, there's like these big blocks of chocolate you can get. They work really good too. Your jellies, jams, peanut butter jelly sandwiches. That always makes me feel better when I'm feeling down or sluggish. Cornflakes. I've got so many bags of cornflakes because I like to mix honey bunches of oats with cornflakes. Frosted flakes. I'll mix it together with honey bunches of oats. Mind blown, because I will eat it all day. I love it. And it doesn't make me feel yucky. I actually feel better when I eat those two. Now, Hidden Valley has come out with a ranch seasoning. They had it in the packs before, but now they got it in the little bottle, little shaker. And this right here, my friends, if you like any kind of like chip dip, if you like any kind of meats, it don't matter if you bake, barbecue, fry, steam, air fry, bowl, whatever you do, put this stuff on that meat when you get done. It is so good. Oh my gosh. Now we do have a dip that we make. We take a cup of sour cream and a pack of ranch seasoning, and we mix it together and make like chips and dip. It's so good. We got our pancake mix. Okay, well there's something. And we got our snacky food. Everybody's got a little snacky food sometimes. Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are the kind of thing that when I got out of treatment for ED and substance abuse, I could just throw it in the toaster or eat it without the toaster. It was something quick, easy, had good flavor. I get the blueberry, strawberry. You know, I love the maple, the brown sugar. Yeah, this one's brown sugar cinnamon. It's so good, especially when you put it in the microwave or the toaster. And I don't know what, like, the total fat, 17%. And see, I don't know what none of that stuff means on the back. All I know is if I eat a little bit of it and I don't feel sick, then it's okay, you know? And for some people, it's not okay. So you have to talk with your healthcare provider, your doctor. You have to know if certain foods are okay for you to eat. You know, do you have any kind of medical conditions? That's why you need to get treatment, and that's why you need to stay in contact with a doctor and maybe even a nutritionist. You know, I had a nutritionist for like 4 or 5 months after treatment. She helped me so much. She never judged. This lady was so sweet. She would come to my house, and I'd come to her office, and I would bring her a list of everything that I was gonna eat or had been eating, and she would tell me, you know, this one has a lot of gluten. This one's, you know, put this with this in the same day to make a good food group. Eggs, rice, bread, you know, whatever, just to make that food group for today. And she helped me understand why I needed breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why I needed so much water throughout the day, because I was severely anemic. Very bad. And I would have like fainting spells. I'd have dark urine. I had no iron. The last time I had like collapsed and went to the doctor, I completely had no iron. I mean, I was in bad shape. And I mean, I love her. Something else I like is grits. I don't know if you have grits in your area. A lot of places in America do have grits. But I heard that there's somebody, I thought they said they were in like Maryland or Washington, somewhere in America, said they had never had grits. And they didn't have grits. And then when they came to the Carolinas, they came to South Carolina, they were like, what are those? And I said, oh, well, we ordered grits and eggs. And she was like, what? What is grits? I said, you never heard of grits? Oh my gosh. Here, let's try them. Little bite, let's try them. Put some cheese or some butter in them. They're so good. And we had a good breakfast that morning. You can put chives in these. You can put, they got like different flavors and stuff. They got like red eye and gravy, bacon, cheese, butter, plain, whatever you want. I love some grits. Got our pancake mix. And of course, this is my big dark secret. I have like 7 of these. If you're wondering, why does Lily have 7 huge containers of oatmeal? Well, my friends, 2 reasons. No bake cookies and oatmeal in the morning. That's why. I love taking this oatmeal and putting my strawberries, my fresh strawberries, and my strawberry powder in it. I love making plain oatmeal with fruits, peaches, blueberries, bananas, strawberries, everything. It's just so good. I mean, you can even like put bacon in it if you want. Like whatever you like, you can put in it. I love this stuff. But oh man, hold on before I forget. Oh my gosh, the no-bake cookies. The no-bake cookies. These cookies, they're so easy to make. And you can Google no-bake cookies with oatmeal. And I think it's literally oatmeal. Oh, where's my thing at? All you normally need is oatmeal, Hershey's Cocoa, like they call it like baker's chocolate sometimes. I don't know, but I just know it's Hershey's Cocoa in a little square thing, a square container. You take the oats, chocolate, peanut butter, sugar, and I think you have to add, I can't remember offhand, but it's online. Look it up. They are delicious. You get your water boiling, you add all your stuff, you drop it on the cookie sheet, and once they're dry, or they're kind of hard and firm, they're done. It literally is easy. I mean, a caveman can do it, for real. It's so easy. That's why I can do it. And something else I want to talk about. If you've seen my other videos, and I'm sure you've noticed my food pantry that's in my craft room, I have a small pantry kind of right here. It's like a short little, right where my finger is. That's where like the spaghetti sauce is, and well, yeah, it's like noodles, things like that. But when I came out of treatment years ago, I become a food hoarder. I don't know why that happened. All I know is something mental, that something went on. I don't know. And when I was younger, when I was a kid, we were poor. So we didn't have snacks and all that stuff all the time. We were poor. Well, when I came out of treatment, I started food hoarding. And my doctor was saying that could be from, somewhere in my brain, I'm thinking like, I need to keep all this food for hard times. I need to make sure I'm prepared in case a hard time comes, or I think somebody's going to take it away from me. Like when you're a kid and you're having to fight for food, because even like when I went to school, we'd get in line and the kids would bully me so bad sometimes that I'd either drop my plate or I couldn't get they had pizza day, okay? This is an example. This is why I don't like bullying or bullying at school. So I'm in line at school, pizza day. Everybody's getting their pizza, and then they let the fresh ones go first, and then there's burnt pizzas, okay? We all get up there, and by the time everybody's pushing me at the back of the line, by the time I get up there, they're out of pizza. They hand me a peanut butter sandwich. That happens so many times. And I think it's so unfair to do that to kids, because like I said, at home we didn't get stuff like that a lot. When we appreciated everything we got. Don't get me wrong, my parents, they worked their butts off to pay bills and keep a roof over our head, and I'm appreciative. But I craved like Chef Boyardee, Doritos. I make spaghetti any night of the week because spaghetti was like a luxury in our house when I was growing up. What we called chicken bog. We loved cooking chicken bog because there was enough for everybody, and you could get seconds. I love when we did homemade cream corn because we would eat just corn for supper sometimes. But my point is, I know I ramble on, I'm sorry. My point is, I started hoarding food. My whole cabinet was just packed jam full of stuff that I would never eat. I had like 100 packs of ramen noodles. And I had chicken flavor, beef flavor, shrimp flavored, oriental flavor, stuff that I knew I'd never eat. And I'll tell you why I said ramen noodles, because growing up, all we had was ramen noodles a lot of times. So I got sick of it, and it made me gag. Then all of a sudden, I'm stockpiling ramen noodles. My therapist said it just has to be something connected there. I said, well, how do I deal with this? And she was like, well, make sure you continue your eating like you're supposed to, as comfortable as you want. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. Eat what you feel comfortable with. Anything you don't want, go in that pantry and donate it. Donate it to people who are starving. Donate it to a homeless shelter. Donate it to the kids' organization, the fund that we had over here. Donate it to the shelters with pregnant women or domestic violence victims. I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I'm being so selfish right now. Like, I know it's my home and I had the right to stockpile what I want. I understand that. Everybody does. But I wasn't going to eat them ramen noodles. I would never eat those ramen noodles anymore. So I went in that pantry and I wiped out everything that was in there that I knew I'd never touch. Y'all, I had a truckload. I had so many jars of peanut butter, so many bags of Doritos, Chef Boyardee. I took stuff that I did like to the women's shelter. I finally got there and I felt like, I don't want to be up here like, oh, I brought this stuff, Miss Fancy Pants. I just want to leave it and leave. Just, drop it off and leave. And the woman who run the shelter was like, no, you brought all this. This is like thousands of dollars worth of stuff. You need to come meet some of the women and children here. And I was like, I don't want to seem, like, oh, y'all have to come thank her because she brought this stuff. And she was like, no, it ain't like that. I just want you to come see and talk to some of these women and just see what they're going through. And that experience touched me. It hit home because I went through it back then, before then, during then, and after that experience. I had went through domestic violence. And to see these women stand up to their abuser and leave and take their kids and leave, it was like they were doing what I couldn't do. And I told several of them that. I was like, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all were strong. You're survivors. You're this and that. And then one girl hugged my neck and she was like, baby, you're a survivor too. And I was like, I didn't leave my abuser. He still abuses me. She said, no. You went and got treatment for your ED. You're a survivor too. And you're gonna keep surviving. You're gonna keep doing treatment. You're gonna keep doing good. I broke down and started crying. I started crying because I was like, I never thought about it like that. I never thought about myself as a survivor of ED. I just didn't think that, I don't know, when it happens to you, in the moment, you don't think about stuff like that. I don't know. I've had some interesting experiences in my life, but that was one with her that I'll never forget, no matter what. Because when she called me a survivor, I was like, but I haven't even left that abuser. She was like, your ED, you left it. Like that still just touches me so much because somebody cared. Somebody that I didn't know, never met a day in my life, actually cared about me. And here she was in a domestic violence shelter with her child, trying to be safe, trying to keep her child alive and keep herself alive. And this poor woman, this abuser had beat half the teeth out of her mouth. He had broken her eye socket. She had like a skull fracture before that. Like that abuser had beat her so bad, so many times. And she was so terrified. And after 10 years, she got brave and she took that child and she left. And just being in her presence, just like it made me feel empowered. And that's why I'm saying we have to get this stuff off the internet where they're letting people pay, pay these girls with anorexia and eating disorders to sit there and struggle to lift heavy objects and watch their arms shake and watch their ribs stick out and watch their knees wobble and their back buckling. These people are paying donations, and these people who are dealing with the eating disorder are getting paid to flaunt their disorder. And I want it to stop. It's got to stop. We got to quit teaching society because it's not normal. Well, guys, I hope I was able to help you out. I I want to do more of these. I mean, I'm not the greatest YouTuber or anything, and I hope you enjoy these. And I'm sorry I ramble on, and I'm sorry my dogs carry on, but that's my life. I love my babies, and my doggies are my everything. And I hope that you are safe. I hope you are healthy. And whoever you are watching me right now, I want you to know I'm here for you. And if you think you're alone, you're not. You're not alone. If you need someone, I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube. I'm not like these other influencers who ignore their fans because they're so mean and all that. Look, I'm here. And if you just need an email or a comment or whatever it is, let me know. I'm here for you. And no matter how bad your experience is, I'm here for you. There's going to be a lot of touchy subjects that we talk about on my channel. And I'm really hoping that more people come forward with their stories. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. There's one subject that's coming up very soon that I'm going to have to address, dealing with. And like I said, I've told you guys many times, I'm going to be real and upfront. I'm not going to play this off for ads and money. And I'm not being arrogant when I say this, but I have money. I don't need to make money on here. This is purely because I want to interact with you. I want to interact with you. And I want to hear your stories. And I want you to hear my stories. Like, there's going to be some subjects. Abortion, child adoption, illegal adoption, animal abuse. There's going to be so many touchy subjects on this channel. Domestic violence, sexual assault, rape, but we're going to talk about them because we are in a world right now where I can show you my vagina while doing yoga. I can pull my pants down and show you my naked vagina and breast, but I can't say vagina or pussy on here. So that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. I can show my naked vagina on YouTube, but I can't say predator. I can't say sexual assault or rape on YouTube. You know, but they can show their naked vaginas in naked yoga. That just blows my mind. And I'm not bashing the naked yoga women. You know, string your beans. That's good. That's great. You know, go with the flow. That's nothing to do with me. I am comparing the two, though. We are in a society where we can't say that woman was raped. That child was raped. But we can show vaginas? That doesn't make no sense to me. But I'm about to hop off of here for a little bit and have me some of my good breakfast. Well, you don't hump her. Emo. Elmo's humping. He's always humping. I don't know why. But yeah, we're in a world where we can't talk about rape or nothing. Pedophiles, predatory behavior. We can't even say predator, but I can show you naked vagina. That makes no sense. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to have plenty more. I'm going to be uploading a lot because I have recently started to redo my house. And you see what I'm dealing with. Hold on. I want you to see what I'm dealing with constantly. It's like a frenzy. Running around, going back and forth, whining, barking, growling, playing, getting frisky, humping. That's what I deal with all the time. But they're my babies, so. But I hope we can all get to know each other, and I hope I can build my channel up. But I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.